Sorry, I bet you heard announcements there. No, I shut down my email. Sorry about that. Let me get my camera up. Hey everyone, how's it going? All right, just firing up all the streams, making sure I am going on Facebook is the last one I have to do. Oops, looks like the cuckoo's a little late. I have to adjust it. During the seasons like this, it tends to need a lot more adjustment because it's sensitive to humidity. Yeah. All right. Even my clock is late. Yes, that's true. Noon-ish. Noon-ish is about when I would say I start my show like now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I am DDO's community manager, Cordovan. Today, we're going to be on Lamania. Yeah, we got some good stuff to show off related to Feywild. Have we said the name yet? I guess I should look at the release notes. Maybe I'll tell you the name here today. Otherwise, we're going to be doing some Q&A and have a little bit about the latest news. Just going to kind of hang out for the next hour. I know it's another Wednesday. How does this happen? It just, the weeks have been zooming by in recent weeks. All right, so the first thing I want to mention is that we have got a new preview of Update 47, including some Feywild stuff up on Lamania. So it's a dual release on Lamania right now. Update 47 is going to be coming in the near future, and some of what you see on that are Feywild related may be available in the relatively near future, even if Feywild itself is not yet released. You could probably put two and two together on that one. Maybe have something to do with you buying a certain expansion that's coming out, but we'll find out, won't we, in the near future. So let's take a look at our preview right now. We've actually got quite a bit to preview, including the shifter, the Razor Claw shifter, the new Universal Enhancement Tree, the Fate Arc Illusionist. We do have, this is coming in Update 47, a new standalone dungeon. This is a free-to-play dungeon called the Promise of Flame. Legendary versions of Lord of Blades, Vision of Destruction, and Master Artificer, along with a whole bunch of new named loot, and a whole bunch of stuff that's in the release notes here that I guess I could talk just a couple of minutes about while I'm doing some work over on my admin side. So part of the reason I'm actually late today is I went to log into Lamania on my official Cordovan account, only to find that I didn't have access to some of the things I needed access to just because of the quirky nature of it being an admin account. You have to re-grant yourself access to things frequently, including things like the Razor Claw shifter, which I intend to show off here in a little bit. So I had to run some admin commands and get that going here, and that's ultimately why I'm running just a few minutes late, is because of that. Okay, let me quick move to, I guess from here will be a decent place to show the game, but let me just do one quick look at release notes here as well. I'm not going to go through all the character stuff. You can just read that yourself, but we do have, a bunch of character related class. The writer of this one called it character, but really kind of class work here that you can read up on. Probably, and all the things in blue are new. So let's see if there's anything we need to mention. It's pretty common, I think everyone who knows that if you have a completionist, when we release a new thing that would uncompletionize you, you have to recompletitionize yourself. That includes with the release of the Shifter race. The Racial Completionist feat has been removed from players that had it. The Shifter past lives are now required to obtain Racial Completionist. Several inherent feats no longer display an erroneous ML21. Otherwise, I'm not really going to... Oh, Color Spray, the spell. Now a level 1 spell, available in Wizard, Sorcerer, Bard, and Warlock spellbooks. It works the same as Greater Color Spray, but does not cause helplessness. Oh, thank gosh. We fixed an issue with Favored Souls not being able to select their level 20 damage resistance feats. I guess I'm not going to talk too much about that. There's also a lot of kind of item-related things that you can take a look at here. I'm not going to go through all of that. We sped up the Sharn boarding pass casting time, so that's nice. Tried to fix an issue with Finding Doris. I hope that works. I guess we'll see. Rune Arm auto use will no longer automatically dismount you. Yay. So there we go. I guess that's just a quick look through the notes. Nothing I really want to mention there. But before I head in game, let me check out our chat. I'm also down one monitor here. I'm using 2 instead of 3 because, you know, life is hard. Would DDO ever make an iconic warlock? I would say that's certainly a possibility. When is the update coming out? Update 47 should be coming out in the near future. Sorry. I will actually see how close we have it right now listed on our calendar and then probably not tell you. But I will take a look anyway, just to kind of see for myself where we are, because I also want to go and take a look at the weekly bonus, which I need to do here as well before we get going too much. As you can imagine, you know, for the most part, it has not been a concern dealing with COVID and stuff, but there are times where it's caused a little push on things. So that's how it goes. Okay. Yep, we are talking in the very near future. Within a couple of... something like that. We'll see. But something like that. Okay, this weekend is a 5%... it looks like it's going to be, the way I read it, a buddy boost weekend of 5% raid XP. So that would be 5% XP for every member in your raid group. Raid groups only this weekend. May I suggest Vaughn 5? That'll start late morning tomorrow and run through Sunday. And there we go. So 5% raid XP, which ultimately is a 5% buddy boost, meaning 5% XP for every member in your party other than yourself. 1 week left for Hardcore Season 3 now. About character transfer, I wonder if bringing their personal bank while in Q&A just mention inventory and shared bank. Character. Yes. Stuff that's in your personal bank gets transferred with you, right? Am I totally wrong on that? God, I don't even remember now, but I think so. I thought so. Shared bank stuff won't, right? But God, sometimes the easiest questions are the ones that are going to just make me be wrong. I think that's correct. I think you can take your character bank just comes with you. All right, so what do we got here? We have got a Razor Claw shifter. As you can see, we still, on Lamania here, have UI elements of the structure that we're using, which is the Tiefling Scoundrel, but it's not obviously a Tiefling Scoundrel. This is a Razor Claw shifter. And I'm going to customize here. Again, I'm an admin character, so this stuff doesn't really matter that much. But maybe I should call up here real quick. Let's call up the Razor Claw shifter and do a little bit of a preview here as to what we need to know. Okay. So it's a 1-level barbarian, so it's kind of a barbarian core. It gets +2 strength, -2 intelligence, etc., etc. So I don't really have to worry too much about that. I'm just going to go ahead and build it like a basic barbarian. Should be easy enough. It looks like we still have some animation polish to do on this preview on Lamania, but we are getting pretty close to probably incorporating that as well. I think we're getting real close here. So let's do something like that. I don't really care about my intelligence. I don't want a minus there. Charisma. Yeah, let's do that. And put that up to 18. Put that up to 16. That 14. And 12. Okay, good enough. Like I say, none of these sets actually matter because I'm on an admin character, but I'm just kind of showing what you might want to be doing for a real quick shifter. You're going to build it like a barbarian, right? So whatever you think would be best for that is what you're going to want to use. What do I actually want to use here? I would think... All right, good enough. Here we go. Now... I showed off some of this last week, so I'm not going to completely repeat myself, but I did want to just kind of show a little bit about what you can expect from this preview here. This preview is active this week, and let me real quick make sure I've got the timing on that correct, but we have got... Yeah, a dev event happening tonight. From 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern, members of the DDO team. Now, I know that they actually care very deeply about this stuff. So this is a fantastic opportunity for you to stop by and provide your feedback on this stuff. They're maybe a little less interested in just kind of your general rants about how much they suck at their jobs, and more interested in specific feedback on the things that are being previewed on Lamania. But if that sounds interesting to you, please do check it out between 8 to 10 o'clock tonight. It's a great opportunity to get a real convo going with the actual people doing the work here. You know, I think I'm just going to kind of roll with what I got here. Let's just call this Shiftara. And since I am down one monitor, let me recall up my chat rooms and see what I got going on. Power attack. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I actually don't play a lot of barbarians, obviously, but let me make sure I'm abiding by corporate policy and not having my admin commands relatively not too often show up in chat. Okay. The eagle eyes over the years could put together a little list of commands probably if they were paying enough attention. All right. So I am naked on Lemania. I guess I should do something about that. Sort of slow loading here for some reason on Lemania right now. I wonder if something's populating in the background or something like that. Maybe something's wrong in the test dojo. Sometimes that'll happen if too much admin commanding is going on. Okay. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Can we please have the hireling folders go on sale? I will let people know that you would like to see the hireling folders go on sale. This is, just for those who are just joining me perhaps now, this is the iconic shifter, the razor claw shifter. So the race is the shifter. And what I'm going to be showing here real quick is the iconic, I believe. So let me type in the command that everybody wishes you could type in, which is, how about I give myself 1 million XP, which is capped for the most part at various levels. So you don't really get a million, but it makes for a nice, easy number to type in. And barbarian. Here we go. I'm going to be a very swim-focused barbarian. So all my skills are going to go into the most important skill of all, that being swim. And again, like I said, I don't actually need any of this stuff because I'm not really going to be showing off. I'm not really going to be playing this character. Plus, I'm on an admin, so I could basically be a god. But so I'm just going to really do this more quickly than anything else. But that's fine. I'm mostly just trying to get this all done. I would probably, were I taking this, were I doing this, cleave. There you go. Well, it really sucks that I have capped out my I must still be capped, huh? Swim. So the other thing that would be really important then for this character would be listen. You're going to want as high a listen score. I'm kidding. I'm just picking listen because it's close. I would probably take... I assume, good question, slashing. I will have to double check, see if that works, but I would assume that would. So I'm just really trying to get myself to like iconic gear level and things like that so that you can check that sort of stuff out as well. So just give me a second to really take care of this. Like I said, I probably, there would have been a point I would have had this done before I went live, but I just ran into some minor issues preventing me from doing so. I'm not sure what I would go. Real quick, I'd have to, like I said, I'm literally going off the top of my head here, so I don't know. I guess I will, starting low. This is make a character in 5 minutes with Cordovan. There we go. I kind of feel like I should almost have 2 improved, but maybe... Because what if my claws are piercing instead of slashing damage? I think it's slashing damage, right? It is? Am I right? Oh my god. Am I right? I'm going to take Augment Summoning because why not? Alright, good enough. We are where we need to be, so let's move on. Check chat quick. Craig, I mentioning that the shifter is not currently sitting correctly on mounts. Yeah, I assume that that is just not checked in yet. That's a bunch of work that our animators are going to have to do, and I assume that if they're not sitting right, that it's simply because that work hasn't been done yet. Tumble spot. You'd be surprised, though. Actually, I have found that occasionally, if you have enough skill points that you can kind of dip into secondary wants, I have found that sometimes having a little spot never hurts. Never hurts. It's not the worst. The cosmology Ruckjack of Feywild will be not given now, but we do have it's put together. So when it comes out, you'll be able to find out the answer to that question. Still using Tiefling Scoundrel ones. Will we have a 4th preview? Check that calendar I was just looking at, except I X'd out of it. So I don't know if we're having another preview or not. I don't know if we have another preview set or not, but I think that it'll be ultimately okay on this one because all the info on the trees is there, and as we can see, the actual enhancement tree there is fine. So, yeah, let's move a little bit on to the iconic shifter here. Extra shifting, extra rages. Can choose con, dex, strength. I'm going to choose con because I like con. Regenerating Rage. Yeah, so you'll be wielding hand wraps in this one. So I don't know. So that would be actually then in terms of the critical bludgeoning, right? But they're using your claws. So I'll have to actually check into that. Unless someone happens to know off the top of their head. That sounds good. Bonus con while shifting. Always got to watch a little bit out for that, but there you go. Shred. Hand wrap attack. Requires equipped hand wraps. Similar to the druid spell Shred. 3 weapon damage. +1 bonus to critical threat multiplier. AC reduction. It doesn't say whether it's slashing or bludgeoning. Perhaps I will have to get that one figured out. So that'll be favored enemies. It's a weapon bonus similar to the Yardy thing. It's kind of cool. You can see we still have a little bit of artwork to do here. All right, I will take that. It's a knockdown there. Permanent freedom of movement. That doesn't suck. Proof to hit and damage with hand wraps. Certainly I'm going to be using hand wraps at this point. Rush forward, dealing 2 weapon targets near you. Cool. Offhand attacks. Natural armor bonus. Ooh, bypass piercing DR. Okay. Why not? I guess I should take them this as well. Just in case we want it. There we go. Now, I don't disagree that it would be lovely to have a completely overhauled inventory system for this game. I think nobody's going to disagree with you on that. All right, I just need to find a quick set of hand wraps so I can get that bonus. Not in here, though. What am I looking at? Quest loot, raid loot, artifacts. Unfortunately, all this raid loot's probably going to be too high, so yeah, that's no good. How about if I... Trying to figure out how to most easily get myself what I'm looking for, which is a set of hand wraps. Let me see if this works. Yes. Okay. We've been having problems with a thing that I really, really like. Really, really like. And that lets me look up things. But it's not working for me. Darn it. Oh, I have the Iconic Starter Bundle. Of course. Thank you, chat. So, yes, the Iconic Starter Bundle. That'll solve the problem. We wanted to go through that anyway. Razor Claws lenses. Melee alacrity 10%. Physical sheltering 3. Let me make sure I can... You could read this. Okay, so yep, double strike, 7%, insightful con 2. Well, thank you guys, gosh. Hunter's reps. The hand reps. So I'm going to assume it is bludgeoning damage that we're doing here. So I guess I should have gotten improved crit bludgeon. So yeah, just get your standard sort of bonuses. I don't know how much you get. Some plus 20 healing ant, magical sheltering 15. The Brawler's Helm, and I will show that off here as well. Except I don't think that looks right to me. I don't think that's the right helmet. That doesn't look like that. Okay. So maybe that's not ready yet either. Oh, and here is the Razor Claw cloak. Take that off so you can see it, right? Cool. All right, I think that was everything, right? Yep. Okay. Cool. So let me... Yeah, now you can start seeing that claw attack in action. Oh, and also let me turn up the volume here. All right. Let's see. This is the Howl. That gives people an action boost bonus to attack around you. The Magic Fang increases basically my hand wraps, kind of artificer-wise. Pounce. Let's see if we can pounce on this person here. Oh, make sure I can get it in the camera. All right, there we go. Okay, it's actually a little farther than that then. So let's target this person for the next one. Okay, here we go. Not bad. That's actually... So let me let me use this as a judge. So let's say the starting line here is right here, huh? Let's see how far this pounces. Directionable. It's very directionable. Breakable. 6 weapon damage. Enough to hit all them, I'll tell you that much. Okay, hey, all right. So now let's move on to Relentless Onslaught. Ooh. And then let's do Shred. They basically just took a armor class reduction. So that pounce, you're going to have to learn the distance on pouncing, but it actually looks like it's pretty far. I wonder how much you're going to be able to use that to jump across things if you want to, because you know exactly how far it's going to pounce, right? So let's say... I mean, that's way enough to get all the way over there. So that's a good 10 feet, right? In game distance, I mean. What is the minimum level for Pounce? Let's find out. It'd be tier 3. So, I don't know. Around level 7-ish, right? Around level 7-ish, I think. I wonder if it'll say if I reset the trees. Let me just reset it quick. See what it says. $10 points spent in trees, so not that much actually. Let's see. It's pretty alright. And let me I'm just respending here so I can. Oh yeah, I didn't take that one. That would get you a favorite enemy bonus. I don't know that I really worry that much about it. So, Pounce, it does increase damage, and then the higher tier will also increase the critical threat range of the attack. Yeah, you can start an iconic character at level 1. But what you will just have to manually choose to stay at whatever level you want to be, because you'll have the XP to level up to 15, but you don't have to actually level up if you don't want to. So if you're, say, playing with a group, for example, and you want to start at level 1, you can as an iconic. Any chance to drop mats for alchemical crafting? I don't know what those mats would be. If I had a, I bet someone tonight could take care of that for you. I'm pretty sure either Kokomajobo or someone else who's around would be able to easily spawn those alchemical crafting materials that you'll specifically want for preview. But I myself just don't know what those are off the top of my head. Okay, just a quick note. Samus Garobo is going to be taking the day off today just for deal with the headache and stuff. So, no follow the noob after the noob. The noob is me. I'm the noob. Even though I'm going to be celebrating my 10th anniversary with working for Turbine SSG, I will still say I am a noob because I am a noob. You know how much of a noob I am? I forgot to mention this. I was going to make a social media post. I lost my last hardcore character on Monday evening. Yeah, so I'm out of the running. I'm done. I made it a little bit farther than last time, which is to say that I was banking 10, working my way through the level 5 quests, and I was down to only the Big Top Chain and Daleras, and I had lost my extra life in a few days earlier in Proof is in the Poison. And then I just bailed out of Proof because I was like, I ain't gonna do this. I don't kill yourself in Proof is in the Poison. You don't need the favor that bad. And so then I started playing Daleras, thinking it would be just fine. Daleras really isn't difficult. But I got to that section with the spike traps and the whites and the zombies, and just out of the blue, I was made helpless. And so I sat there helpless while surrounded, and just... So that was the sad, somewhat pathetic end of Mock Duck from Hardcore Season 3. and that happened on Monday evening. So I think I'm basically, just because I know what my work schedule's looking like for this week and next. I think that's basically my run here for the hardcore server this year. All right, what else should I? We have about 15 minutes here, and I could really just kind of do whatever you want to do at this point. Like I say, this has been really fairly casual show, really just showing off some of the Lamania things and some of the Razor Claw shifter. I guess I could maybe go into Searing Heights or something real quick and just sort of putz around, and you could see it in action, as it were. That's true. If you are an iconic, you true reincarnate at level 30, not level 20. That is correct. Also, remember, don't do what I did. The one of the first times I tried to ER TR an iconic, I went and did the ER bit, and so I was back to level 20, and then I wanted to TR, and you can't, of course, because you're an iconic. So don't be me and do that. How do you not do that? How you TR first. Then when you hit level 20, you'll pop up to 30. Then you can do your ER. Unfortunately, Jeff, I do not have anything to announce on the chat issues on Thelanis, other than to say the engineering team and others will be looking into it. They have done quite a bit of looking into it so far, but it's not done yet. We don't yet have a solution, and it sucks. So, thankfully, unfortunately, not that many of us are affected, but those of us that are obviously not having a great time. So, hopefully, that'll be fixed in the near future. Did I mention when we can buy expansion bundles like Feywild? No, I've not mentioned that yet. Night Revels will be back this year. Nothing really new to pass along there. A fourth life reincarnation benefit for iconic heroes. Can we not just partner with Discord? No, we can't just partner with Discord. Can we please investigate the missing guest passes in the DDO store? Yes, Grass Sketch. That got fixed as of, I saw some chatter in a kind of a corporate Teams or whatever about that overnight. That got put back. So the guest passes, which were temporarily unavailable in the DDO store, are now available. Are we going to revisit Warlocked packs? No, not that. I have not heard of plans to revisit the new Warlocked packs. All right. I see a couple of things here. I know it's 12:48, but let me break a little news on the show here today, because Ilzarian over on Twitch said, any word on the reincarnation plans when the level cap increases? And then over in Facebook, someone is asking what's going to happen with Epic Destinies when the level cap increases. So let me briefly break a little news here. A little bit of sad news, but at the same time, news. We have decided not to do a level cap increase in Feywild. It is something that we discussed a lot internally and have gone back and forth on, and have done a lot of work towards what we will do in the future, but that's not going to be coming here in Feywild. We have decided not to do a planned level cap increase here with Feywild. So that, I know, is a little bit of breaking news, and a little bit that is new news to you and is something that we've been, like I said, pondering really in recent weeks about what to do about it. And what we've decided to do is hang off for now on the level cap increase while we do some further development and planning and just general work on it before we bring it out. So, there you go. Breaking a little news here on the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream. Should I look at chat? Oh God. Exactly. We were kind of assessing all the various milestones and what have you, and it was just like it's just we don't need. It doesn't need to have a level cap increase, so let's just sort of take a step back and sort of figure out what we want to do with it, and then bring it out in the near future, but not with Feywild. I don't have anything to pass along about Crystal Cove, although I intend to check up on that in the future. So, last I heard was that we were planning to do some work to bring in new itemization for Crystal Cove, and that then the next time Crystal Cove would be available, it would be new. Or have new items and stuff with it. But I've not really heard in recent weeks, just with all the work that's been kind of circling around between Feywild and Update 47 and that, I've not really heard what the status is on that stuff. So I don't know if we're going to be doing Crystal Cove, say, in the near future or not. Sorry, I don't have better news for you there, but hopefully I can get an answer for you and we can get Crystal Cove scheduled. It does sound, however, that whenever we do bring Crystal Cove back next, it's going to have new itemization with it. So that's cool. I'm just put up the quest text box for the new quest. This is in Searing Heights. Like I said, you just saw it's just in the right when you turn in. The Feywild quest will still be legendary levels, which is, 32, something like that. That's pretty common for us at this point. So, what about Epic Destinies? Austin mentions on Facebook. At some point, we'll be doing further work on Epic Destinies, but at this point, a lot of that work is going to wait for the larger work to be done. There is some work coming, however, and you'll see that in the release notes when it gets released. Any word on Isle of Dread? No word on Isle of Dread. As sometimes happens when you announce things that before their time, perhaps. Sometimes time catches up with you. And we are going to be doing it. We definitely still have plans to do Isle of Dread. It is not a situation like maybe has happened in the past where we had announced a piece of content might be coming and then just never did it. Isle of Dread is something that we still actively are planning for, but it's not yet. We're doing Feywild. And that's next year. So, all right. Lady Sarah James, a distinguished lecturer of astroarchaeology at Moorgrave University. Hunt relics. Looking for a relic. The Iorfernia. The Reliquary of Flame, just down the road. I'm not going to run the quest. We also are going to be wrapping up the show here in a few minutes, but I just wanted to get you a little taste of what the new quest will be. I'm going to go over to the portal, show you how to get there, and then we'll just show you the level ranges on it, and then probably wrap it up from there. That way I'm not spoiling anything about the actual quest itself. So you will see on the map where it is. Again, this is Searing Heights. Searing Heights. Oh my god. Skid Row in the background. I remember you. Okay. Let me take care of these Sulatar Drow. Even though they haven't really... I mean, I don't really have a problem with them. They're fine. It looks real quick like when you do get your enhancements, you need to currently... Real quick re-get them. So yeah, let's see. Pounce mark. Oh yeah, this is totally going to be useful for certain jumps. Is it not? So, Promise of Flame. Level 6, 7, 8. Epic. 27. Base level. Double check the release notes on that. I don't think that's actually correct. Is that? Yeah, okay, it is meant to be 27. Okay, so it is Epic at level 27 then, and Heroic at level 6. There you go. And you just find it right away. To your right when you enter. Here. Okay, that's going to kind of ram it. Check out a couple other things here while we're wrapping up the show. Sorry, camera was in the way. We got Rage going here too. Make the 12th anniversary cosmetic armors available again. What were the 12th anniversary cosmetic armors? That would have been... We might be able to. I don't know. And can I make it all the way up the hill here? Let's see. No. Well, maybe if I was starting a little closer. I missed! Oh no. I don't think we've really done much else to Searing Heights. There might be a few little tweaks here and there, but I don't think anything too significant. Will there be more quests for a favor for Moorgrave University? Well, if we have that as a favor option, then the answer is yes. More rockin' the Dave Grohl look than a proper hairband. Yes. All right. I think... Well, let's take out this named here. Let's see about doing a pounce. Okay, so I need to learn the distance a little better, but there you go. Woot woot. All right. That is going to do it with the Weekly Wednesday at Lunchtime live stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Thanks very much for watching. We'll have more information in the near future about Feywild and Update 47, which includes a standalone quest here in Searing Heights, along with 3 legendary raids. So there we go. No Samus Garobo up next, but you can find our full schedule over on twitch.tv/GDOstream. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.